Started on the boot lid this morning while I'm waiting for some paint touch-ups to dry, and I started on the centre section. Managed to get 99.9% of the marks out so far, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to do the same on this side. It's been lots of flatting, and the readings are all over the place on the boot, so I've had to be really gentle and try and ease everything out, starting from 2,500 grit and work my way up to 6,000. But as you can see, we're starting to get good reflections with no scratches showing. So I'm going to start on, I think I'm going to finish this wing now, flat the touch-ups down and carry on. So managed to strip everything out the boot, and about an hour's work to get everything out. They don't throw them together like they used to, so all the bits are out, the lights out, the badges are off. So onwards and upwards. So I'll see you all soon. Hi, I thought I'd just share this with you. I've turned the main lights off on this side of the room because they do tend to flood a lot of light that sometimes hides what you're trying to get out. And I've got a floor lamp that's on a tripod showing light from here, and then I've got one on the floor that shine upwards, so I can look down and see all the scratches and all the deep scratches. When you're flatting and putting flatting marks in, it's sometimes difficult to see the damage that you're trying to get out, because as soon as you put abrasion on, it sort of blends in with the damage that's there. So with the two lights coming from different directions, it shows up the scratches better. And there's one just here in which I hadn't noticed, but with the lights off I can now see the lights altered by that scratch that I haven't quite got out. This is the first stage of flatting. I'm using 2,000 grit on a Durablock stead flat, and I'm using a wet foam pad, and I can't measure the paint thickness on the plastic, so this is all done by, I suppose, experience. I'm going to try not to take too much of the paint off, but I've still got to take enough off that I can get all these deep scratches out. So I just thought I'd show you how I do it, why I do it, And obviously this, you could see the damage on the lip, but I'll flat that separately when I've finished this quarter here. So there we go, I'll crack on and I'll show you a bit later. I've now flatted this down to 6000 grit finish. Looks like I've managed to get all the scratches out. Now I'm going to start polishing it and see what the finish is like. See you in a bit. I've just finished this section that had all the scratches. Now I haven't been able to get every single scratch out because of running close to the swage lines on the lip, just there, right on the swage line. But overall, looks really good. So I'm just going to move around the back now, do the back half. But really pleased with the outcome. And it's took about 3 hours to achieve it. So it's not happening very quick, but it's happening. And now this side, looks good. Hi, this is Ted from The Devil's in the Detail. I thought we'd have a bit of an end of a week look at the progress on the Ferrari. It's been another long week of flatting and polishing, but quite satisfying results. We haven't been able to get every scratch out. There's one just here across the swage line, and that's going to have to stay because I don't want to polish through the edge. So not every scratch has been able to be removed, but I think I got everyone out the door, everyone out the wing, except for a deep one there, but you have to look for it. So in general, I'm really pleased with how it's going so far. And then we come to the boot lid. Now you've all seen the sort of damage that we've got on this boot lid. So I decided once I'd done this bumper capping that I'd start working my way around here. Now this has only had first cuts, and it's been, the paint readings just vary that much across this boot lid that I am worried about breaking through. So basically I've give it a light sand and cut lots and lots of the scratches out, but as you can probably see, this is what I'm left with. Now I really need to do some heavy flatting to remove any of these. The problem is that I'm a bit worried about breaking through and then having to flat the whole boot lid and have it re-lacquered. And I need to speak to the owner before I go any further with that. This is the wash damage. I haven't got to this bit yet. So you can see the amount of damage there is that I'm trying to remove, and obviously removed a lot of the swirling, but the deep scratches, and I mean they are really deep, you can feel them with your nail. So I don't want to just throw myself at it, and you know, I have no doubt that if there was enough lacquer I could get them out, but I'm just a bit worried that I might break through. So I need to speak to the owner first, like I said. This part was really bad around the number plate, and this has had 2 cuts and ready for some refinement, although again there's some deeper scratches along the bottom edge of that, which I could do with flatting more as well. And that's before we get to the rest of the top of the boot lid. So that's where I'm up to. It's Saturday now. I'm going to knock off and I suppose think about this for the rest of the weekend, what to do, what not to do. But you can't get every scratch out, you know, especially when they're this deep. You know, not every scratch is going to come out, but I don't really want to leave it like that. You know, whatever happens, I want to do something with it. So that's about where I'm at. You see now I got the headlights out and stripped the boot down to get the badges and light out of it. So that was a couple of hours to remove that lot. And then we've still got this side of the car to do. And when you think that it's took me nearly 2 weeks to get to this stage, but this door has some really deep scratches in, so I'm a bit worried about that as well, but we'll see. This is all part of the job. You know, I took the job on and I'm committing myself to it 100%. So at least I know what I'm working on next week and possibly the week after. But it doesn't matter, you've got to come into work to do something, haven't you? So anyway, I'll leave you with that, and we'll come back next week with some vigour. To be honest, the rest of it's looking really good, really pleased with it, and I'd like to get the rest looking like it. You know, I don't like just backing off, you know, easily, but you know, I don't want to be a hero and then turn into a zero. So there we have it. And for those of you that have left all the positive comments, I really appreciate it. You know, this is hard work and time consuming, and it's nice to know people appreciate what you're putting into a vehicle. So thank you very much. And for all those that are watching and not hitting the subscribe button, why not? Try and give us a boost, get us in the suggested area of YouTube. But I need a lot more subscribers. It doesn't cost anything. So hit the button. Right, I'll be back next week with a bit more. And let's hope it's a bit more progress. So see you later. Have a nice weekend.